All right. All right. We have the correct replays now, and we have the correct draft in here. We did, by the way, while we were off, compliment Yosh's drawing skills. Yosh, tell us what the Iggy's sign is though in chat. But Yosh has a cute little hedgehog that they've had the entire time, which has been a lot of fun. But I'm trying to figure out if Iggy's like a little Kirby maybe or something, but I'm not really sure. But
It has the bow
regardless,
tie.
yeah, it's got it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I was like, is that a bow tie or those little feet? I
Feet.
guess you're
Oh,
right.
I didn't even think of it.
I
It's
think you're right though.
possible.
I think you're right that it's a bow tie, but that's what will happen. It's a Koopa clown car. Koopa clown car. Oh, it's actually like a vehicle. Interesting. All right. Well, for people that are in the Discord, you always can find you can find the pictures from Yash's drafts. Anyways, let's get into the draft itself. Um, it doesn't have the people on it. I don't know who drafted which out of the two. Got it. Got it. Okay. Oh, it's Iggy didn't ban anything. Got it. So Iggy doesn't ban anything. Josh bans redwoods and restricts balcony. So just the classically very difficult to snipe venues. And then we got picks of pub and terrace, two fairly similar maps, although pub is better. And then courtyard, and we do pick into. Do we pick into our own restrict? I think we did. I think that's Yosh on that side. I think Yosh picked their own restrict.
How interesting. Yeah, also
And
interesting to pass on the ban. Feels like such a flex. Good at everything.
yeah, it's like I always love to at least do the ban. I think like passing on restrict does kind of make sense because sometimes giving a restrict can like give ideas to your opponent about what they want their single to be. Because sometimes
Mhm.
I just like don't even know what I want my single to be, and then like, oh well, I guess I might as well pick their restrict because it's at least them signaling that they don't want it.
But restricting and then picking it. Now that's
Or
the galaxy brain move.
it is true. Yeah, not yeah, exactly. If you restrict it, they think they're safe from balcony, and then you just pick right into it. So this is going to be a different kind of set in here. I've had matter of fact, except for balcony, all new venues from the first match. So we'll get a nice little array in here. It is very sad though, Red Ones won't be in any of them. Um, all right. Well, we're gonna have 8 games of any 3 of 7 on a venue with Perlin and no microfilm. So no microfilm at all. Actually, the entire set. There's no books in any of these venues whatsoever. We had enough books in the first one, so no more reading for anybody. Yeah. All right.
Just
Let's jump.
alcohol. Just
Just
alcohol all the way.
yes, that's true. Actually, it's one of those are the most like saturated drink mats. All
Mhm.
right. Let's jump in. Yash is gonna be boots on pub. Are you all set?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, boots on pub. Starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
We're gonna be alone for a while.
Yeah, we're kind of taking a long AI control here, which I don't mind as far. Well, actually, now I mind because we've decided to keep going on. I guess actually no. This is fine. If this lasts past this pad, I'm gonna be where we go. Okay. So we have AI control at the beginning, which sometimes is a good idea because pub has a bunch of chokes that sometimes can make padding difficult, and then we just naturally let AI take over for the leave because technically it looked like when we went into that empty conversation circle, who was it that joined us? I think Irish hadn't actually stopped in the conversation circle yet before Boots had the leave during their wait. So we basically burn a bunch of time there. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but no problems yet.
General is not looking too good. Went to the statues, now got a drink. Whereas we are doing nothing, so we look strictly better.
Yeah, and we have an opportunity at some point if we want to do a, a purloin. We might even try to pretend like General was nearer to us than they were and just do a direct here. I kind of doubt that's the play, but that can sometimes be the thing you do on pub is you AI control, try to get like a low light off of the AI control, and then you do a delegate and then just hope they get shot. But I don't think that's what Yosh is setting up for.
We are gonna delegate. Are we gonna
Hanging.
try to get a flirt at least?
It's a good question because we
It
we
is
don't
not a
have a
lot
lot
of
of time.
time. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps we should just forgo that idea. But here we are. We are very close.
Yeah, if we don't hit this green, we probably shouldn't,
Oh,
and we don't. So we might need to
camera
purloin.
shake.
Yeah, we do have a camera shake, so Yash knows that this is gonna be a bit of a bummer. We do have the ability. We're gonna fake banana bread. Let's see what this shakes out. There's only one DA in
Banana bread.
conversation. It is a lot of conversations though, so there's gonna be a lot of pressure on Queen and Rocker coming from this.
We send out our delegate.
I'm not even sure. I guess it'll take.
It might not hit.
Yeah, I think that. Oh nope, it's not going to hit. So we are going to need to time add. That's it. We have to time add. There's no other option. There's no time to do anything but that. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to hit a white
5
chest. And we're going to
seconds.
bam,
Let's
bounce
go
out.
for it.
We are hanging out. Okay, so teal is also at windows. So
Really hoping Teal would just get a statues and get shot. I don't remember where the... Oh, we got shot. Oh well.
yeah,
That
unfortunately,
was
I
not
don't
a
think
very lucky game to start with.
Yeah, you know it's interesting. I'm actually a little surprised that Boots got shot there because Teal does actually check their watch at the exact like same time. Like I cannot believe how on top of these two timers are because like it's like perfect. So it is it is between the two of them for sure. And it didn't look like Boots did anything. Like there. Oh, actually, no. That's wrong. Boots was near Ambassador. The fact that Boots is anywhere near Ambassador might be enough of a justification.
Hmm.
But anyways, so that's too bad. We'll have to see how this response comes out. So Iggy is going to be Papa Danger on pub in 3, 2, 1, playing it. We are going to take over here. We're going to force our way through the choke here. Are we going to try to... We're going to try to get in statues, but we are blocked. It does not seem like Yosh saw it, though.
The other statue, maybe? We land on that one. Sari just had a weird path around the Amba. Definitely deserved that highlight.
We're going to swap. It's just a white swap. We ignore the action test? Why do
It
we
is
ignore the
happening.
action test?
This is happening. This is really happening. What do you think the last mission is gonna be?
I think we're gonna.
Bug and... Oh, we're gonna seduce?
Banana bread, but I mean, okay, so
Are we truly going to just seduce and play this out at the last second?
I guess
White
like
test? Close white test?
so if Yash doesn't put together the swap, then like they just didn't remember statues or they just like not going to see it. If there's nothing that prompts Yash to check statues again, flirting does make sense. It's just so tempting to do the double agent just to be done with it. And so basically I think, man, this party is so... It's so weird there's not a banana bread going off. It's so weird. Yash should be so worried about why there wasn't a banana bread right there. Because even if you're not in a conversation with Double Agent, oh my god, Double Agent joins us. This is probably just going to be a
Are we gonna end it?
contact. No,
We're
we
not
flirt
gonna
first.
end it.
It's probably the right call, to be honest, at this point. If we didn't banana bread then, we shouldn't banana bread now. Again, there still should have been alarms going off for Yash. It was like, if Spy was every single person in the venue was in a conversation circle, which is just a free fake, even if you're not going to get credit for it. There's no reason not to happen, except for the fact that the spy is nervous about a shot coming off. And why would they be nervous about a shot coming off? Because they did something already that you didn't see.
Indeed. Yeah, so the second time we actually could real BB, that would have been more sus because that would have basically said Teal is the DA.
Yes, because I was the only person, that was the only DA that changed conversation. Yeah. So honestly, it's hard to tell if it was the optimal call at the beginning of it, but it does seem like it's going to work out here because there's just nothing happening in this party. I can't believe, like, nobody went in to grab like drinks or statues for like a minute. That was the most talkative
Yeah.
pub I might have
Everyone
ever
is
seen.
just engrossed in conversation. Very
Yes,
lively party.
exactly. Yeah, man, like from I want to actually time it. So from the point that Rocker leaves pub, which is 2:06, nobody goes to the doors of pub until 1:20. So almost like 40 seconds. Nobody even goes into the pub. They all on the street. So a little bit of a rough start here for Yosh on that one because of a very strange game that ended up diverting their attention away from that very early swap there. All right. Well, Yash is going to have their chance to start trying to dig themselves out of this little hole that they're starting in as general. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. A lot of AI control at the start of these games.
It is maybe a good idea to AI control into this first pad, unless you're intent on chasing your selection target. We are pausing for Amba to pass this.
Yep, and that's. I guess I don't know what that would be. I think an AI would probably keep moving just because there's so many spots that they had to keep moving. That they go for it. We're going to lose the race for this briefcase. We're probably going to bump up next to Queen. By the way, shout out to Yash for Queen/General seduction. I don't know if Iggy cares about this, but absolutely would be a potential warning signal for players that lean into the QXG meta.
QXG. Amba is quite threatened in that spot, but he leaves. We're gonna get 17%.
Yes, there's a lot of flirting left to be done here. This is a more active party. There still is a pretty good sized conversation out here in front. Double Agent is just like only talking with Disney, although it looks like about to change here with Bling stepping in there. Now it's actually getting big. This actually might not be a bad time to go join that conversation circle that seduction target's going into and fire off this banana bread as well. We can't really get exactly near. Oh, we are actually going to send off this banana bread here. I don't think we are framing. I don't think we're framing. Oh no, are we framing Irish? Is this a direct take? No, it's not a direct take. Okay, good, because that would be very sad to try to frame Irish if they had ever been to bar, because they are SDA and unframable.
I did like the fake BB, but I think it excluded Oprah, who was doing some weird stuff with the briefcase. She picked up the briefcase right next to Amba, while right next to Amba. But she was loaded for the BB. So now we're finally getting the chance to reel BB. We're gonna flirt first.
Banana bread.
26 seconds on the clock.
We're going to send our
delegate.
seduction target, so we're probably going to join at bar. Or at least we need to join at bar. Are we not joining at bar? We got 10 seconds. We got to join at bar. We're going to walk over briefcase, but it is...
This is too far.
Oh, God. No, yeah, we're right. We're stopped. We're
What is
stopped. We're
happening?
gonna sip. Oh no. Oh no. And the generation timer is gonna time out. Okay.
We're just gonna look longingly while sipping.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna stare. Yeah, stare at Queen, like trying to pressure her into being faster at taking this delegate. That's tragic. Um,
Yeah, I mean, the delegate also delegated to the farthest end of the bar. That was not very nice of Queen.
yeah, delegates to the farthest end of bar. I do think that no matter what, Queen was not going to take that delegate because even if Queen went to the near side, Boots, the queue was just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
We would have had to have beat Boots to the bar. So that's actually true. I lied. If we had gone to a closer spot in the bar, Boots wouldn't have beat us to bar. So if Queen went anywhere besides the farthest spot, you're totally correct. Queen would have been there in time to take that drink, and we would have had time to finish that flirt. So QXG does not end up working out for us because Queen decides that we're just gonna die.
Remains a dream, though.
All
All right.
right. Well, rough start for Yosh here, who really needs to start pulling out some wins here. Pub has not gone well for them yet, but it can always start at any point. Iggy is going to be playing Sorry in 3, 2, 1, playing.
Pub is a deceptively large venue for someone like Sari, I think. Often very frustrating. There were 3 people at that pad and we picked up a highlight.
Yes, I'm actually very curious about why we got that highlight, but oh no. Wait, no, that's a red test. Never mind. That might have been intentional. Or it might not have been. I don't see why it actually would have been intentional, but maybe we're just trying to get motion on that. But it wasn't a normal leave, though, which would just be bad luck. But Yosh only has 2 people highlight, the 2 people that were at... Oh no! We bug transition, but we walk away too soon, so it doesn't actually take... I don't think we're dead, though? I don't think we're dead. But
But we're
that is a
definitely
bummer.
being watched, yeah.
White's back at that same pad, by the way. So I think right now the good news is Sari and White Dress are probably flirt paired, and also we're both next to Ambassador. So if they were being highlight for potentially bugging, that's a really bad thing. If we are being highlight because we are being flirt paired and we want to be tracked for later, that's actually really good because we don't need to be by White Dress anytime soon, and it might cause Yosh to second guess their highlight.
We're gonna send it. Is this gonna take?
I feel like it should. We send it with enough time. No! Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I saw the flirt. I saw it expired, but it was the flirt cooldown expiring. So we do have the Perlin come off here, and is Yosh on top of this? It was a highlight that that had sent it, so presumably we would have been watching a little bit more closely. But I don't feel like we've seen this yet. I don't think there's been a response.
Amber at this point has been to both statues. Definitely leaving lots of prints today. We're gonna go back to our seduction target, it seems. Oh! Gonna walk through the conversation and then join back in. Yosh decides that's a no. That's not okay.
I don't honestly, except for the twitch at the end. I don't know if Yosh saw that bug or if we only saw the fact that we overshot Ambassador and then stepped back in, because I don't think we were forced into that path. But every once in a while, AI will path through the middle conversation circle in limited circumstances. I don't think that was one of them. But honestly, the buggy arm was really well blocked. But
yeah, there were people in the conversation. But definitely, I think rejoining the conversation is sort of two weird things in a row, and leads to your demise.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So we didn't get the full venue sweep though. So Yosh definitely still has a lot of life in them, especially as we step here into Terrace, which is something that definitely Yosh can pick up a win on. So we're going to be starting with Yosh as Seek in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. Now I don't play Terrace that much. Nobody picked it versus me this year, so I don't think I've played Terrace in probably 18 months or something like that. How do you like Terrace?
I enjoy Terrace. I think the transfer between the two conversation circles is usually something that you can play with. Although right now no one's in conversations, everyone seems to have been at the bar at some point. We basically did not give highlights for bar.
We're in a 3 cycle. I don't think it's gonna get noticed though.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of potential delegates that we need to watch for, so we
I
could
think we
follow
were
Amba.
Yeah, I think we were planning to go to the bar to join our seduction target, but the fact that it would have brought us into a bug path with Amba made us just not want to pick up that much heat early on, especially already having the highlight. So we opted not to. Really great bounces, by the way. They're from Red Dress and Smallman, but I don't think that Iggy is confident enough in their pathing to take them.
We are getting the drink after Amba. It's probably worth it.
Question is, we might even opt for a silent game here or flirtless game. Maybe
Oh, that was a
not.
little, yeah, stutter step.
We're gonna fake banana bread here. It's gonna be
Banana
a
bread.
generally pretty good one. Only one out is Alice, who is gonna get the low light. So, but game theory wise, okay. So like, let's say we're not even picking up the flirt. By the way, we're not even going for it. It doesn't seem like flirt is. Okay, there we go. So we have. I don't think we're gonna Perlin at this point. We have partial credit on, or sorry, partial progress on inspect, seduce, and fingerprint. We have fake banana breaded, so if Iggy is on top of the fact that Seek did not stand in the conversation with Double Agent, we have this kind of like two-pronged thing that we could do where we could opt for a semi-silent game, which is we never get banana bread, but we finish like a soft tail variant. So like we go double fingerprint, seduce, inspect, and then just presume that if Iggy's tracking the banana breads correctly, they don't worry about shooting us.
Clock is running kind of low for seduce. We still need 35%. This is getting a little shaky.
It looks like we're
There
not
are a
going to
lot
go
of
for
highlights
inspects.
here. Maybe under the time pressure, we could get something.
Banana bread.
Yeah, that's what we're
Fake
thinking. We're
again.
gonna fake it. And the
And it
shot's
does
gonna
work
land
out.
on Oprah.
Yeah, let's see. So that is true that also you just banana if you banana bread often, like Terrace does get a decent amount of civ shots. Red Dress might have been credited with being done within specs because they visited statues twice, but they did visit the same set of statues twice. So that might have been an inspect credit, inspect flirt contact. Or maybe also when she pathed near Ambassador on her way out of statues, might have been credited with bug. So reasonable shot, especially if you credited that bug. All right. Well, Iggy has pulled out Smallman on Terrace, which is like a mixed bag. It's a very interesting pick. So we'll see if they do anything with that. Starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Gonna start with AI control to be friends of Kane.
Green time ad. Are we gonna bug on here? We
Oh,
are
that's
gonna
a.
bug.
I can see it a little, but it's unclear whether this is shootable.
So here's the question: just every once in a while, if we are just gonna get shot. Yes. Okay. Yosh. Yeah, I completely agree. So okay. So I want to see if we actually legitimately saw the arm, or if we just had the panic thing. Nah, I think we saw the hand. I think Yosh actually was all over that. And we're just waiting. Um, but sometimes this happens where if I don't see Smallman and then Ambassador moves and then reveals Smallman,
Yeah,
I
not a
all of
good
a
look for
sudden,
Salmon.
exactly. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
actually, you might just need to die.
And Smallman always likes to be in these spots. Like Smallman will never stand on the edge of the circle, that is like the most exposed spot because that doesn't give them the edge. So if you're the spy, you always want to stand in these, disappear into the amber locations.
Exactly. All right. Well, Yosh has brought it back to a tie, so we're nice here, and brought it back early, so there's not going to be a lot of suspense around whether or not it's going to be brought back even. So we are now even here, and basically it's 3 sets of singles from here on out. One more set of terrorists, but we'll have to see if any other player establishes a lead as Yosh starts on Duke in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And
Quiet
we
bar.
might... Yeah, not a ton there. So Yosh actually, I think this time accidentally, starting very similar to their first game, because they did not intend to start as statues. AI just brought them here. So we are going to have the immediate statue visit here. Interesting that... Okay, White just hasn't picked up the statues yet. I was like, I don't know why White Dress isn't getting a highlight yet. There we go.
There we go, gender equality.
Yeah, especially between the two of them because they look pretty similar. Like they could be from the same royal family. I feel like. All right, no worries. All right, so we got White Dress is going back to the same set of statues. Might actually get a little bit of active idol credit here. Might be dropped down suspicion. But also it feels like the kind of thing that Yosh might do, so might not.
We're doing the normal thing, trying to finish our missions.
I mean, as you say the normal thing, we green swap.
That is not the normal thing, but that could work.
It
Our
could.
ST is, on the other hand, somewhere not really accessible to us.
Are we going to delay? I think we're trying to delay. Is this close enough to delay? It looks like it is. This is close enough to delay. I thought you'd have to be really close on the edge here. I don't know.
You don't have to
Iggy
be on the
knows
same
this.
pad. Wow. Okay.
No, you don't. You just have to be really close. And so here it is, right? There's the cup. Actually, really cool there. I thought you had to be so much further on the pad up there. I thought you had to be in like the exact corner. Well, oh, it doesn't matter. Iggy's on top of it. Okay. Well, I
Nice
guess
shot.
they had just mentioned that they had more familiar terrorists. I learned something about terrorists in there. I thought you had to be much closer in that one. We have a swap delay on the statue there. Fun play, but just too apparent with Boots there. It's actually what the bummer about it is if Boots had left earlier, that pickup would look so much less green swappy. If it was Queen or Salmon, because like just the straight turnaround into statues just catches your attention so much. So a little bit of a bummer there. Could have worked, but do like the delay play there. I think that was the only way to make that work if it was going to work. But Iggy is all over it.
Yeah, this was kind of a quiet party. Everyone was kind of in conversation. We were probably going back to conversations to keep our options open. But yeah, the swap opened up right in front of the sniper.
All right. Well, this is the last game of Terrace that we got. We got Iggy as Papa Danger in 3, 2, 1, playing it. By the way, I should actually mention. So you and I both knew that the swap delay. For anybody that has not played SpyParty, or at least gotten to the spot of knowing some of the little rules in there. So when you green swap, the next person that touches the statue swaps the statue, but specifically, a person will actually be called over to the statue once you leave the area. It's not once you leave the exact pad, but it's once you leave the kind of region that someone gets drawn over there. So you can delay when that happens by standing near the statue, and then that actually won't happen until you leave, like, I presume it's a circle radius. I don't think we actually know exactly what it is, but it's just gotta be because everything else is circle radiuses for that kind of thing. So it's a fun little cheeky maneuver to kind of mess with the timings for green swaps.
We're getting our flirt. Amber has left a few prints, but we're probably not going to go back to bar. Everyone's in convo. Now is either a good time to BB. Oh, never mind.
Oh no, it was funny.
We are
So
gonna delegate.
we delegate and we leave at the same time because we were going to go over to the other conversation circle and banana bread. But then double agent switches conversation circles to us. Yosh is all over this. Yosh knows exactly.
Down
Ooh.
to 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah, I think Yosh is second guessing themselves on text. I don't know if text is at bar, but like one of the things that happens is if a Perlin goes off and you see somebody at statues, sometimes you just like worry about them anyways. We do see a low light here on text here. Are we going to also be able to fingerprint here, or are we going to 3-cycle? We do fingerprint. We are able to put back in time. Now the question is Yosh on top of...
We couldn't fit into that. We couldn't fit into that conversation. I think we wanted to
This is a bad briefcase.
seduce.
That's too close. I don't think Yosh is confident enough about it, though. Oh, this is a far flirt. Honestly, oh, this is such an interesting decision about whether or not we finish in specs or flirt. We are going to talk. We're going to have to talk. I don't think we survived 2 talks.
Oh,
Yeah, not even 1.
yeah.
Okay. I am curious if Yosh was skeptical of that briefcase. Also, because that was definitely too close for the credit on that one. So could have been a shot for that as well, but honestly, if that was the case, might have actually shot when we first picked up that briefcase and finished fingerprint. All right, well, this is actually the same as our first set. After our first doubles, we end up being tied, even though there's lots of chaos that happened in the first one. Ends up being even as we go into our last 2 sets of venues here. And this will be a much more standard venue as we jump into Courtyard. But standard sometimes gives you opportunities to do wild plays, so I wouldn't be surprised to see something strange. We got Yosh as rocker on Courtyard in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Banana bread.
Immediate banana bread and
Super
bail.
early and bail. Are we gonna go flirt? We're gonna have to walk past Amber. No, we're just gonna stand there.
So Iggy is underreacting to this, which I do not think is a bad idea. So early banana breads are, of course, very confusing on Courtyard. They catch you off guard, and if you don't have a reaction kind of built into it, I actually don't mind what Iggy did here, which is not take too many lowlights. Because if there's an early banana bread, it's probably someone trying to get away with something weird, or it could also be an action test, a priority problem. But banana bread is kind of just almost free on Courtyard anyways, so it's not like they got away with something huge if you don't react to it really strongly. So again, I actually quite like this this response here from Iggy about not trying to do too much from it.
Do you usually think early banana breads are reals or fakes, like more than 50% of the time?
Early banana breads, I think they're real if they're really early. But I also will be very skeptical of a ditch. The one thing I'll say for early banana breads is they often aren't covering something. Mid-game banana breads, I'm split between trying to take lowlights and trying to figure out, like, oh, who's this a good opportunity for? And also, like, watching for purloins and bugs and swaps. But early banana breads almost always aren't covering something like a green swap or a green purloin.
Banana
We're
bread.
in this conversation. We're gonna throw another banana bread out. It's actually quite full this time.
It's quite
I was
full.
wondering what we were doing in that conversation because there wasn't much except for proximity to the briefcase.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna flirt.
Yeah, we're gonna flirt through Alice here. We only need one more flirt after this to finish. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. We do have the one fingerprint in hand. Ambassador is gonna come. Oh, I was gonna say come up right next to us and maybe leave a fingerprint. So we'll have to see if we decide to do a statue-less game, maybe. Or we could do just fingerprints into statues. I wouldn't actually mind the statue-less games with the banana breads that we've done. That kind of just like flows interestingly. We're getting offered a drink here. We want nothing to do with that. We are gonna bug as we walk in. It does take, but it is on screen. It isn't the most obvious arm though. I'm split on whether or not Iggy saw that.
Well, we don't see a highlight, so we're living for another day.
The problem here is actually, so what's funny is we our
We need to squeeze
spacing.
him out. Yeah.
Exactly. Like if we bugged and then we ended near him, we would be able to do spacing on him. But now the problem is we actually have 14 seconds to finish this. Are we gonna just do a
What's the
desperation
plan?
purloin? Okay, no.
We're just gonna pick it up. No.
Yes,
Are
we are
we?
gonna pick it up. Yes, we totally
We're just
are.
gonna pick it
100%.
up. Surely.
God.
Over
We're taking the
time.
briefcase away. We're taking it away from the ambassador.
We're running.
Trying to hide. Alice gets shot.
Panic shot onto Alice. That was funny. That was a great ending.
I do like this ending. So it's oh my god. So the thing is, I actually don't mind the idea of taking a briefcase away from the scene of the crime because it might just kind of help reveal. The other thing that Yosh would probably try to do is if Laser swings over, put the briefcase down because it could buy you like a second and a half of OT where either they try to find the shot or they miss shot because you put the briefcase down. Because that's what Yosh was doing at the end there, is Yosh was trying to hide around Irish a little bit there.
Yeah.
That's an insane game.
Yeah, this is not really a venue where you can just do the shark walk around the center statue, I guess. But that was so funny, so tense at the end. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I don't really mind the way that we picked up the briefcase. I think it was smarter to do what we did there than stand behind Ambassador and pick up the briefcase. We stood behind a sieve and picked up the briefcase
harder
through
to
that.
shoot.
Harder to shoot, and also just kind of like it's just kind of weird. And it, like you just your brain's not looking for it as much. So I actually kind of dig it. Well done there. And Yosh was able to to catch Iggy sleeping. So Iggy will see if they can fire back with something weird. As sorry here in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I think people should make other people think more at the end of like the last 3 seconds of the game. It's really funny to watch that.
I 100% agree. Back when we had just these awful layouts for like Courtyard. Courtyard was any 4 of 5 in competitive play when it first came out. It was stupid. It was always so dumb. I hated that. Anyways, the only way I could get wins on Courtyard when it's any 4 or 5 was just making these insane endgame scenarios occur where they just like we have a really nice clean bug. Now, it was a bug path though, so Yosh definitely could have the read on the bug path in here, and actually also we could have had the double bug where when we went into that conversation circle and Ambassador joined us, that would be a near invisible bug if we bugged right as they're entering in and had the right arm buried in Ambassador. So we could have a lot of bug credit coming our way from Iggy. That said, if Yosh is going to shoot Iggy, they're going to need to shoot them for a flirt and a contact.
Throughout this game, the contacts are not bad. Probably just want to wait for some of the statue goers to join the conversations a little bit more.
Oh no. Seduction target leaves right as we try to flirt with them. It wasn't the most unforeseeable event because after drink offers, the AI have an opportunity to leave always. So it's a little bit bummer. Honestly, that would have taken if we were anybody but sorry and we got there just a split second earlier on speed. So our maneuvers are going to be a little bit delayed. We do have plenty of time to do everything we need to do because we inspected and bugged kind of right at the beginning. So we're not time crunched, but we might start worry about sorry here for Yosh.
We're solid at 120, 1 minute 20 seconds. Probably just looking for a contact. We seem to be putting all the conversations in view. When are we gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm curious about this because I would be tempted as spy not to hang out here too much because at a certain point it starts looking like you're waiting for a timer flirt, and like we don't need to look like we're waiting for a timer flirt. So what I wouldn't mind actually, and I would say I would prefer, I think, is I would prefer us joining the double agent conversation and then uh, uh, just waiting there and making that be a, it won't look as, oh, we might have double agent leave. No, we don't. Double agent decides to stay. But then you're in the conversation with double agent for a long time, not contacting, and then that just makes that a little bit less suspicious. We're getting an offer here. We are going to take drink. It would be a bummer if double agent left during that, but does not. Banana bread is said.
Nice.
It doesn't feel like we're going to get shot.
Yeah, seems like we're safe.
All right. Well, nice little like that. The thing with cart art is Iggy basically played this out exactly as they should, where they got a really nice smooth bug and then just didn't over engineer the rest of the set, and then came away with a clean spy game. Very different spy wins between those two Kare games. One just crazy, interesting, strange spy win, and then basically the spy win that a lot of people just aim for, which is getting the bug clean and just finishing up with inspect, seduce, and contact.
The middle class spy win.
Yes, exactly. Oh God, that's right. We're ending on balcony. Oh God, that's terrifying.
That's a fun place to end, definitely.
Yes, it's that is definitely one way to put it. Is fun. That is so. I feel like Yosh is the little gargoyle gremlin on the corner of balcony that sits out looking out over there because like it's just an evil thing to end on balcony. I just hate it. So we'll see if this actually works out for him because like this is two balcony games where it's just like the entire set comes down to having to win on balcony and you just get points for it. It's crazy. All right. Well, we got Yosh has got to go first as spy as red dress on balcony in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
We're gonna have an AI controlled redirect.
And so
No
the
bug,
confusing,
no purloin.
it looked like we're flirting with both of the twins. I feel like if you should just get credit for flirting with either twin if their seduction target. It's close enough.
They probably have the same personality anyway.
Exactly. Probably talk about who's been flirting with them, all that kind of stuff. Twin, by the way, does walk away and comes back, and so we have a couple of good far flirts with them. And so actually, we actually have really good flirt progress for this stage of the game. We do get highlight, but I think like if we stepped back, talked and banana breaded within like next like 20 seconds, I don't think Iggy would shoot so early. I feel like that just feels like it's too early for completion, except for triple green.
Oh, BB, now or never? We definitely don't
Shakes
want to
from
do the
Yosh.
fingerprint.
Banana bread.
Let's go for it. We are talking.
Are we gonna go for the distant green to finish? I do feel like green finishes here. It doesn't matter. We should join at Windows. I think we gotta force this issue. We gotta push ourselves. Oh, I don't love
Between
this.
the twins again.
Exactly. Is we will look like we're flirting with both of them because of that. That said, Bling Twin has a really short window stay, which really makes a problem for us. We're doing a distant. No, green test is the only thing that wins it for us. We do hit
This
it.
talk
Though.
is dangerous. On our heel.
I completely agree. So I think the problem for us there was it did look like we were flirting with both twins, and so the fact that we end up going, we don't stand next to one of the twins, but we stand up near the other twin, and so the fact that we avoided the distant flirt which we did hit. We did hit the green, so I guess we were probably dead either way. But if we hit the white, we would have just been worse off, and for basically the same kind of benefit in there. So, little bit unfortunate for us there, and that is 1 point for Iggy. Iggy has the chance to now win it. Yeah, that's. I mean, that is how balcony works, though. So I guess you get bit by it.
Yeah, you know, it was really interesting that both twins were on balcony to begin with. I feel like that doesn't happen often because there are like 7 people and the need to disambiguate between them is not super high. But this particular game, it did set up to be basically flirting with both of them, which was quite fun.
Yeah, it's making me wonder if I should actually throw both twins on there. I kind of one of those people that picks my cast every time, and I always put everybody tall and one smallman just to make them paranoid each time. But I do kind of like the change up there. All right. Okay, so we got Yosh as sniper and Iggy as Sari. Yosh is playing for the tie. Iggy's playing for the win. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. AI control, and we're going to be pretty distant from everybody else, so it's not going to be a very suspicious conversation spot, and it might actually end
Everyone's
up working
distant
out.
from everyone, in fact, in the beginning.
Yes, it's true. Unfortunately, Seek does join on the opposite side here. Now, the thing with it's always hard to know if things are good or bad on balcony because so the selection target's on the far side of the conversation circle. That's bad. But seduction touch also looks like they might be flirting with Disney. Are we gonna have? Are we? Oh no, not quite. I was gonna say like there are very rare times that the conversation on balcony actually is empty. And we were getting kind of close to that if White Dress didn't join in there.
And so soon we're full again. Surely this is an opportunity. We are closer to our ST this time, but 45%. So we will have to do 3 flirts.
I'll have to do 3 flirts in less than a minute too. That's gonna be kind of rough. We also have to contact. We're really behind the gun on this one. I think we're really going to be hoping for a sieve shot here, but we need to get a good contact off to make that even slightly viable. We do have the first highlight coming out here on Disney, and then luckily for Yosh, Disney goes and walks in the complete corner in here. So we're going to be waiting even longer to do this contact. Disney is going to
Disney
the
is
outer
not
window.
coming back.
Oh,
And now Seek is gone too, and now we are talking.
There's only 3 people
That
in
was
this conversation
unlucky.
circle. And we get shot. I don't think Yosh even knew that we weren't even close to being done on that one. That was an unfortunate. Balcony does have that where there's it's predictable in some ways, but then every once in a while there's those weird kinds of things, and we're forced into that position. So, ends up being a tie after all that madness. I don't think either player is gonna be too bummed about this, given that there was definitely opportunities for both of them to lose it all on a different venue. So, do we have 2 ties, or did Gunjing win the first one? I can't remember now.
I think the first one was also a tie. Yeah, so we definitely saw a lot of venues today.
We did see a lot of venues today. We saw 2 ties and lots of interesting and creative. This is definitely a spy cast. Lots of interesting, strange spy plays that were really fun and a little bit different.
Yes, I am enjoying this because it is called SpyParty after all. I'm also a spy enjoyer.
Right on. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to the end of the cast here. This has been a lot of fun. This is we're closing in on the end of the season here for SCL. But sorry, I should say the end of the regular season. We will soon have the postseason up, starting, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks, Nebula? When does that happen? Got it. So we're off. There's an extra week of just people making up matches. Then there's going to be the promotion matches. So the real post. So I guess that is still a postseason. So there'll be still some games being made up even after this week. But if like me, have finished up all your games, you get a nice little break. And then we'll have the promotion matches, and then after that we'll have the beginning of the postseason. So if you are a player that is in like Platinum Diamond, it's going to be a while for you to see any actions at the end of your season until you actually start the true postseason. But I know. Nebula's remind me that I have a postseason. I hate it. I really, there's so much postseason for it too, which is just awful. I signed up for 7 weeks. I did my time. Nah, I'm not going to concede. Okay. Anyways, um, well, we got the postseason coming up soon. That'll actually last for quite a bit. Take us to at least the end of the year. And then I believe up soon, I'm presuming there'll be Winter Cup, but I won't speak for that because I'm not running it, so we'll see if that happens. Anyways, this has been a great cast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Slappy Davis. With me has been Eileen. Eileen?
Elaine,
Sorry.
Elaine.
Elaine. I always jump that up. Host has been Nebula, and we will see you around.